Okay, here we have a 2006 BMW 650i, and this is actually, I guess, the 650ci because this is the coupe. And here we see the 4.8 liter normally aspirated V8 engine, and this is the N62, and of course we see our Valvetronic motors that are actually controlling the speed and power output of the engine by controlling the lift to the intake valves. Now we do have a throttle valve, and this is kind of a standby emergency, but this also regulates the pressure in the intake manifold. But what happens, this is not the primary way that I throttle the engine. I do have a big vacuum pump up here driven by the camshaft, and this is supplying vacuum for the vacuum brake booster and other devices that would need a source of vacuum, such as the valve at the muffler. Yes, some of the performance BMWs, they actually have a second butterfly valve at one of the exhaust pipes on each side to kind of improve flow rate there at high engine speed. Now what are we doing here? We just replaced the water pump and the thermostat, and I'm using the low temperature thermostat. This is a performance thermostat. What is a performance thermostat? Well, the way it's designed, the normal BMW thermostat requires the electric heater to finish opening the thermostat to its wide open position there as we get it up to around 100, 105, 110 degrees centigrade. Well, with the performance thermostat, it's set a little bit lower so that it opens fully without the assist of electric heat. They're at about 100 degrees centigrade. And then, of course, if for any reason I needed to speed up the opening of the thermostat, I still have my electric heater. And here we see the coolant temperature sensor. So we've replaced the thermostat housing, thermostat, which of course are all in one with the electric heater, and the water pump. A little bit tricky putting it on, but relatively straightforward. Fortunately on this model I have lots of room here, and the hoses were in excellent condition. So we just filled her up with antifreeze. We're going to go ahead and start it up, make sure that I got good coolant flow, and go ahead and top off the reservoir. And we're using a 50-50 mix of the BMW approved pure antifreeze and pure water. Okay, here we see the water pump that came off this vehicle. And why was it rejected? Well, that's because the bearing's failing here that supports the pulley. Here we see another one from a very similar vehicle. This one's in a whole lot worse shape. Now you'll notice the threaded coupler for an engine-driven fan, but this particular vehicle was a 640ci 2004. It was a convertible, and it did not have a mechanical fan. It strictly had the electric fan. Same thing with this vehicle. There's no engine-driven fan. So here we see the thermostat housing. Sometimes there's a problem here. We want to be very careful addressing this. I get a new O-ring here with the water pump, but I actually have a elastomer coated aluminum pipe right here that has a type of sealing, rubber seal right here, and you want to be careful with that. Usually that requires replacement. We were using the old one, but we very carefully put some silicone lubricant on it and inspected it carefully, and I believe it's going to be okay. We're going to find out here in just a moment. Okay, here we go. We're got it filled up with coolant and water. So there's our new thermostat, new water pump. Everything is together. Beauty cover is still off the engine. We'll get that all taken care of in just a moment. The airflow meter, air cleaner, that's hooked up to the throttle body, and we're ready to go. And she's warming up. We're going to let it reach normal operating temperature. And as far as bleeding air from this system, that's not such a problem, because there, when the reservoir tank is considerably higher than the thermostat and water pump, usually you don't have a problem. Some models, they'll include a bleed screw, and they do actually have a vacuum filler where I can actually hook up the plumbing and pull a vacuum on the cooling system, and then fill the system by drawing coolant directly from the bottle into the system. And on some vehicles, such as a Porsche Cayenne with its 4.8 liter bi-turbo engine, that's required. But this one, I think we're okay. So she's idling nice and smooth. Another problem with this engine is the valve seals have a tendency to blow blue smoke after idling for a long period of time. That's going to be the next order of business, but we wanted to get the cooling system straight and the loud bearing noise taken care of there from the water pump shaft. It's nice and quiet here, no problem.